Okay, well, let's talk about what work we should do quickly. So let's assume the new president, Senator McCain, Senator Obama, says to you on January 21st, okay, Boone, I'm ready to take the Pickens plan seriously. We're going to put it into effect. Tell me 3 things that I should do immediately to help rectify the problem. What would those be?
Well, something that you and I have not talked about in this meeting here today, and but I'd like to use that as the second part, reverse the steps.
Sure.
Okay. The one I want to attack first is the foreign oil and the cost and the security problem.
Okay.
And we only have one resource in America that can do that. Somebody says, oh, wait a minute, said that you're getting ready to talk about natural gas. Absolutely, that's what I'm going to talk about. Natural gas is a resource we have that's abundant, it's cheap, and it's clean. An unheard of opportunity to replace something that's dirty, expensive, and not ours. I mean, it fits, it covers every base.
Right.
Okay, and you think this should be easy to sell.
Yeah.
Okay, they're asking me the question, and I'm answering right now. I'd say, let's get the 18-wheelers on natural gas.
Is that a hard thing to do?
No, it really isn't.
Yeah.
In fact, the technology is well known and used in many places.
Okay.
The Iranians are switching everything over to natural gas because they have an abundance of natural gas. Gazprom, the Russian company, is building natural gas fueling stations all over Europe. Why? Because they have an abundance of natural gas.
How would the automotive companies in this country feel about this? Would they be agnostic about the fueling source as long as someone's buying their cars?
They shouldn't, but they have not been for it. They have not been for it. But it's interesting, General Motors makes 19 natural gas vehicles. None in the United States.
That is interesting.
0.
Right.
Where are they? In South America and Europe.
Places where you can get access to natural gas more easily if you're a consumer.
There's only one vehicle made. Now, this is passenger car.
Passenger.
Okay, I want to get back to the 18-wheelers in a minute. Yeah. But the only passenger car made in the United States is a Honda GX Civic. I have one.
You do? Do you drive a natural gas powered car?
Yeah.
And how is it?
I'm gonna eat what I cook. I'm not.
Well, that's very, very good of you. That's good. But how is it? So tell us what's the experience of driving a car?
Well, the car is. If I had it in California, it'd be more valuable. It's a commuter car.
Yep.
But if I had it in California, it gives me the HOV lane.
Right.
That's very important.
That is good.
Plus the fact that that the state of California gives me a rebate on the clean vehicle.
Right.
Okay. And so the car cost me in Texas $4,000 more than a Civic Honda.
Right.
And I also have a fueling device in my home. And I could get a rebate on that if I had it in California too.
Yeah.
Okay, it's $4,000. That device, I can fuel my car at night, and it cost me $1.50 a gallon.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Even before the price of gas went through the roof, you couldn't pay $1.50 a gallon any place. That's great.
Okay, the weakness of my story, so that I put all the cards on the table.
Yeah.
It's a commuter car.
Right.
My commute is less than a mile.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't get to use very much of it.
Oh,
then,
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get to take advantage of it.
Right.
I'm not in the HOV lane. And I told the story the other day, and somebody very seriously, and they didn't try to be funny, they said, well, why in the hell didn't you just walk to the office? That's a good.
It costs nothing.
Good question.
Right.
Yeah.
The price of shoe leather is nothing a gallon. That's right. Yeah. So you could actually go to the next president and say, here are the things that I think we could do.
I would go to the 18-wheelers and say, let's do 2 million of them.
Right.
And I would say there's going to be an incremental cost, but I don't want to junk out anything.
Right.
And I don't want to retrofit. I want, when the vehicle is retired, you buy a natural gas vehicle and we'll give you $50,000 because of the incremental cost of the natural gas engine. And that'll go on until we get to scale, and then the price will go down, and that'll be solved that way. I think it could be seamless, the way it'd work.
Wow.
You know, when you look at it and you think, why are you involved in this? Why are you doing it? And you think, people here don't understand. They don't understand the the problems that are going to be facing us in very quickly.
Right.
See, I think that if you look at the last 40 years in America, there's been no energy plan, none, zero, because we had cheap oil.
Right.
So it was easy to not focus on it. If you go forward 10 years, and we've already seen now, I mean, the price of oil has come down from 140 to 70. Well, don't get the idea that it's going to go much
Well, you
lower.
think it's going to go back up,
Oh,
right?
I do, absolutely will.
Yeah.
It'll go back up.
Right.
But let's just say that we're still importing the same amount of oil. We are just paying half as much for it. And that's good. I mean, that was a good break. When I announced my plan on July 8th, gasoline was $4.11. Today it's half that.
Right.
So there's been a big change. It's interesting. I haven't, on the way in, I had a guy I didn't know in the hallway say, I just want to shake your hand. I'm one of the people in your army, in the Pickens Plan Army.
Yeah.
And I can't go any place that people don't say that to me. And
Right.
because they do understand that it's not for my generation. I'm not talking about my generation. I'm talking about my children and grandchildren.
Right.
And they are the ones that I promise you, if you go out 10 years and we've done nothing more than we have in the last 40, you're going to be importing 75% of your oil, and you'll be paying $300 a barrel for it.
We don't do something.
So it's going to change the standard of living
Right.
for the generations to come.